Okay, people. Another thing I just realized was about this thing that went down with Planned Parenthood and stuff. You know what I mean? And the Komen Foundation. You know, I'm gonna show you some footage right now. But if this woman was so against pro-choice, whatever, pro-life thing, you know what I mean, and actually let her decide to take women's health away like this. I mean, just watch this first clip. It kind of like disturbs me, but I just want people's opinion just on this right now, and then I'll get back with you on the next clip.
But I come to you today, expressing the anger of a lot of people,
Sure.
channeling through them. You see it on Twitter, you see it everywhere. And the fact is, a lot of people are tracing this back. My colleague Lisa Myers, reporting last night on Nightly News, a lot of people are tracing this back to what some found the surprising hiring of Karen Handel, who ran for governor. We've seen her statements and her strong support. She said when she was running for office, "I am staunchly and unequivocally pro-life. Let me be clear, since I am pro-life, I do not support the mission of Planned Parenthood." So the question is, for the bipartisan organization such as yours, which has a broad-based advisory group, why hire a key staff person who is so strongly, fiercely identified against Planned Parenthood, one of your grantees?
Well, let me just, for the record, tell you, Karen did not have anything to do with this decision. This was decided at the board level and also by our mission. Andrea, everything that we get up and do every day is about the mission to provide women, vulnerable populations, with care, treatment, and screening. And let me just take a step back for a minute. We are not defunding Planned Parenthood. We have 3 grants that will go on this year, and they will probably be eligible for the next grant cycle.
Yeah, that really amazed me, but I just want people's opinion on that. Here's another clip with ABC News, and if you watch this real clearly and see what they say, it's regardless of what people's belief systems are, America should be concerned about women's health. Okay, I think it's anybody's choice, what they want to do in life. I mean, last judge is God Himself, but anybody with cancer should be able to get the money that's funded for it. You know what I mean? It sickens me to my stomach that this has become a politically outraged thing. If it was me, I would probably not support Komen Foundation anymore because basically she's just signed a death sentence for a whole bunch of, we call it people that don't have enough money to get mammograms or whatever. Like I said, watch this other clip.
The national showdown underway at this moment over money, health, and politics. Millions of people across this country fired up and taking sides. The issue, on one side, the cancer organization that gave us pink ribbons to fight breast cancer. On the other, Planned Parenthood, where so many women get free tests for cancer treatment. So what happened? ABC's Claire Shipman takes us into the heart of this exploding story tonight. Claire.
Diane, the firestorm erupted when the Susan G. Komen Foundation, as you know, the nation's largest breast cancer charity, announced that it would stop giving funds to Planned Parenthood for breast cancer screenings, and the controversy shows no sign of abating.
That ubiquitous pink ribbon, for decades uniting women in the greater good, is sporting a black eye today. Thousands of women saying they will no longer support the Komen Foundation or buy pink. Women like Monique Benoit, who benefited from a Komen Planned Parenthood mammogram.
It's very disturbing that the whole thing has become a political tool and that Komen is buying into that.
Komen CEO Nancy Brinker spent the day in combat-style crisis management, strongly denying it was political pressure over Planned Parenthood's abortion services that made them pull their money.
The scurrilous accusations being hurled at this organization are profoundly hurtful.
Brinker says there are simply better and more streamlined mammogram providers. Meanwhile, Planned Parenthood, no stranger to controversy, under attack from Republicans on Capitol Hill, found itself the beneficiary of a sympathetic fundraising windfall, pulling in more than $1 million, including a $250,000 donation from New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg.
We've heard from thousands of women in the last 2 days. And their concern, like our concern, is just making sure that no woman loses care because of this decision.
The battle, surprisingly, is over a very small portion of Komen's funds. Last year, Komen gave 2,000 organizations $93 million. Planned Parenthood only got $680,000. That covers just 35,000 of the 750,000 screenings Planned Parenthood offers each year. But symbolism can be everything, as the foundation is now learning. 22 Democratic senators are asking Komen to reverse its decision, and its site has been hacked by angry Planned Parenthood supporters. Some women we talked with around the country are puzzled and disappointed.
I think it's really a shame. I think that they're letting politics come in the way of people's health.
But Komen has gained some conservative support. The Americans United for Life organization has declared it's on board for this year's race.
And Diane, there's already been one high-level resignation from the Komen Foundation over this issue, and we're told there may be more.
Help us get a sense of the big picture here, though, Claire. I read a lot of these emails today, and one woman wrote about the Komen Foundation that she cannot support them anymore because they politicized women's health. What happens next?
Look, I think a couple of things, Diane. Certainly for an organization that's always prided itself on being apolitical, politics is now front and center. But I think this also shows the passion in this country among women on the issue of women's health care, access to services. I think we're going to hear a lot more of that over this campaign year.
Well, you saw that clip that just came up, and I'd love to hear everybody's comments and your opinions. I would really like to know that. You know, if you're a woman, I would love to hear your comment. Either than that, you have a great day.